So I'll straight away start with the logging into Kailas because this is, I think, third or fourth webinar. So by now, I hope everybody is aware of Kailas and how do we reach to this screen, which is nothing but the login screen. So I'm logging in from one of my taste account. Okay. And as Pravash mentioned, today's topic is about report management. So whenever we use a CRM, reporting becomes very, very essential, especially for the people who are working as a manager or maybe on a little bit senior role, or even sometimes for executives as well in order to track their own progress as well, right? So reporting, as I said, it becomes very important. So how we create reports in Kailas, what are the reports readily available to you whenever you sign up on Kailas, and what type of reports we can create, on what entities we can create the reports, everything we will try to cover in today's session. Okay, so the moment you log in, this is the screen that is visible to you, which is nothing but our dashboard. And if you go to the left hand side navigation panel, you can see the report entry point at the last. When I click on this report, I am taken to the report listing page. Okay, so you get to see around 20 to 25 reports already available for different entities. For example, leads, you get to see these many reports readily created for you the moment you sign up. If I go to deals, we actually get to see these many reports. So I'll go to some of the reports one by one and I'll try to explain you what every report means. And at the last, I'll try to cover how we can create our own reports. Okay, so let me go to one of the example for lead report. Let's say we go to a report called leads by owner. Okay, so as we know, owner in Kailas means the person whom a lead or deal or a contact is assigned to, right? So when I click on this lead by owner report, it tells me the number of leads assigned to every user who is available in the system. Okay, so earlier actually the time period chosen was current month, and in my account I think there was no lead which was created in current month, so I changed it to current year. That means now it is showing the data from Jan 1 to December 31. So you can see there are total 486 reports, 486 leads in my system, okay, created during this period. And out of those 486, 409 leads are assigned to this person called Chauhan Abhi, okay. 30 leads are assigned to Mr. Shubham Gupta, 15 are assigned to Kellogg S, and so on, right? So this report gives you a visibility that how many leads are currently assigned to which person and during which period the leads were created, which is nothing but determined by created act. Okay, I'll tell you how this report has been created. So I'll click on this overflow menu and I will try to edit that report. When I go to edit report, it shows me these many fields. One is the name of the report, another is the type of report, which is one dimensional, and the another type which is available with us is multi-dimensional. So I'll go to multi-dimensional as well little later. This is the report description, what actually this report is about, so that you can mention in description. And here we get to choose the entity type, which is nothing but lead. We get to choose chart type, which we have three options: bar, pie, and table. Okay, then I get to see the date filter, so I'm choosing created at current year. Okay, to make it simple, even I can choose a custom date range as well. So if let's say the ready-made values are not sufficient for me and you've wanted a report for a particular date time period, you can choose a particular date range by choosing this custom option. Then I get to choose dimensions. So in order to create a report of lead by owner, I can choose the dimension as owner. So dimension is nothing but the parameter on which I want to group my data and I want to see a visual representation. Okay, so in the above case, I wanted to see number of leads by each owner. Hence, I chose owner as a dimension. right? And the next thing is metric, which is number of leads. So this is nothing but you can visualize as a X and Y axis. Okay, so on one axis you will see number of leads, on another axis you will see owners, right? And this is additional filters that you can apply. So for example, so let us see this much of the report as of now. Okay, so this is nothing but the report we saw earlier, which is created at is current year, and this is the total number of leads that is spread through these many users. Okay, so this is how this report was created. Now suppose I want to go ahead and fine tune the data. Okay, so I want to see how many leads are assigned to each person, which are, let's say, coming from a particular city. Okay, so I will add a filter of city equals, for example, Pune. I'm not sure whether there is a data for Pune city available or not. There is. Okay, so now what this report is doing is it is filtering out those leads which are coming from Pune city, and which are and it is showing me how many leads are assigned to which person. So again, we can see there are total number of leads, which is 3 coming from Pune city, and 1 lead is assigned to each of these users. Okay, let me save this report and go to the report viewer, which we were earlier upon. Now, the another important thing that we want to see at the time of report viewing is the actual data. So it's good that, okay, we are showing there is one lead which is coming from Pune city is assigned to Chauhan Abhi, but which is that lead? I'm interested in that. So I'll simply go to that number. I'll click on this, and what it does is it opens up the listing page in my new tab. Okay, and it applies all those filters that were necessary to build that report, and it will show me that particular report, that particular lead, which is assigned to Chauhan Abhi and which is coming from city called Pune. Okay, so this is that lead, right? If I go to details of this lead, you will see this is assigned to the user called Chauhan Abhi, and maybe if I go to location, the city must be Pune. Okay, so this is how a report is created. This is how a report is viewed, and this is how I can see the actual data which is coming from that report. If I want to see, let's say, all those 3 reports which are assigned to all these 3 users and they are coming from Pune, I can simply click on this button and it will show me the list of those 3 leads which are there. Okay, there is one more thing that I can do is let me remove this filter as of now so that we get more data to play around with. Okay, now let's say there are so many users, owners. Okay, and if I want to see only a particular set of users, so I can click and have a small comparison that out of these 3 users, how many users are. So maybe let's say all owners are spread across, different teams, like few people are from sales, few people are from marketing or some other teams. So if I wanted to see a particular set of users data, then I can choose those dimensions, and that is quickly shown to me on my left hand side as a preview. Okay, also if I want to change the representation, sometimes the reports that are telling you the percentages, okay, they are better to view in a pie chart. So I can change my chart type and the reports are shown to me in a pie chart format, and the redirection to the data is again same in pie chart as well. Similarly, sometimes it's easier to represent the data in a tabular format. So you can see the report in tabular format as well, and the redirection remains the same. Okay, so this is how you can create a report. You can add additional filters, you can view that report, and you can navigate to the exact data set which is filtered out based on your query, which you have made over here, and you can see. And of course you can delete a report, so that's a basic functionality of deletion. So if I want, I can delete any report from the list, right? So similarly, not only leads by owner, you get to see a report leads by campaign. Okay, so many campaigns that we run on social media and other platforms, right? So we always wanted to see that which campaign is actually generating more leads to us, or which source on which we are spending money. For example, social media sources like Google, Facebook, right? So which source we are spending more money and how many leads every source is generating for us. So that is a representation which is given by this report called leads by campaign or leads by source. If I, let's say, edit this report, instead of campaign, now I want to group it by source. Okay, so I can have a representation of source as well. Right, so this gives me an idea. These many number of leads have been created by each of the source. So how much money, you should be spending on the next campaign when you are planning to run, because you have a data in past which campaign has given more yield to you, and same goes for campaign as well, campaign and source both. Okay, so this gives you idea that Facebook has given 26 leads to you, Google has given these many. So this is all dummy data, but whichever campaigns you are running, you can create that campaign value in Kailas, and you can associate that with a lead, and it gives you a data set when you try to filter it out. Okay, similarly, if I talk about deal reports, so as we know, deal is an entity which deals with mostly money in Kailas, right? So whichever sales opportunities are there in Kailas, we create them as a lead. Okay, and it's very, important to know how many deals are there in each of the pipeline. Okay, so let me log in with a different account which has more data so that I can tell you a better representation of report. Okay. All right, so for example, I wanted to understand how much amount of revenue each campaign has generated for me. Okay, so let's say revenue by campaign. I wanted to see that report, right? So what I will do is I'll go to create a report. I'll name my report, choose a entity value created at, let's say, current month or last month, because today's month has been started from today only, so it will give me lesser amount of data. Then let's say campaign. So I wanted to understand campaign, and the metric will be number of deals, or if I want to understand the revenue, then it will be the sum of estimated value. Okay, then generate preview, right? So this gives me a idea. Let me save this report. Okay, so what it is giving me as a number is that how much amount of value deals have been created in Kailas and which are coming from a particular campaign. So you can see there are many campaigns running. Kailas trial campaign, okay, organic is one thing, launch digital, launch DP. So these are like my dummy name of campaigns. So I can see how many deals have been created from each campaign and what is the value. So this particular campaign, Kailas trial campaign, you can see it has a deal value worth rupees 2,20,960. Okay, which is the highest among this, and this is filtered by like currency value as INR. Okay, this is giving me 1,33,471 of revenue. Okay, and these different campaigns have given a slightly lesser number of deal amount to me, right? So it gives me an idea how much. So maybe the number of leads may not give you the complete picture, because sometimes what happens is some source might be generating more leads but they are not getting converted. Okay, but the actual return of investment, if you want to understand, it is given to you by the deal value, the deal that is closed and how much revenue that deal has earned for you. So you can create such a report that which source has actually got you how much amount of money to your organization. Okay, so that becomes a very important reporting for us. And if you are just interested in the number of deals, that means the quality leads came to you and which we converted as a deal. It may be open or closed, whichever type of deal it is. How many deals every campaign has given to you is shown by this number, this report. Okay, so what we did, we simply changed the metrics from sum of estimated value to number of deals, and the different set of data is in front of us, right? So you can understand how easy it is to, create reports in Kailas. You have to simply go to create new report, choose some 2, 3 user friendly dimensions that you actually want to filter out as a report, and the data is presented in front of you in form of a chart, table, or a bar, right? Then, other than leads and deals, there are few productivity items that sometimes, we as managers want to look at. So, especially like reports on tasks. So, how many tasks are there in my system? How many overdue tasks are there, and how many overdue tasks are assigned to each person? So, let's say the last report that I want to see, total number of overdue tasks by user. So this tells me the list of overdue tasks which are assigned to each person. So I can quickly, ping them and ask why these many tasks are overdue. Okay, that means there is some gap between the way they should work and the way they are working, right? So there can be different parameters to your own team's productivity based on tasks and sometimes number of calls logged. Okay, so number of calls logged is also important parameter that many times we want to track. Okay, so if let's say there is very important parameter which is nothing but the average callback time by owner. Okay, so callback time is something that is calculated as a time difference between the first incoming call from a lead, and in if that is a missed call, then after how many minutes or seconds the person has called back the customer. Okay, this is very important parameter to track because it's very critical to call back a customer within a certain period of time in order to increase the chances of conversion, right? So this gives you a data of average callback time by owner, and since like maybe the callback time is within seconds, so it's showing a number as 0. That means these users are very prompt in calling back to the customers. Okay, so the number is very small, which is like minutes, so that is good. But let's say if average callback time is in minutes or hours, then there is something going wrong. So you have to check about that, why the callback time is more, and to you can try reducing that as much as possible. So along with this, I mean, there are many reports. If I start talking about each and every report, I can keep on talking, but the basically main point I'm trying to convey over here is that whatever reports are available in Kailas readily, or the reports you can create, are very important to our organization and very critical to understand the productivity of your sources, campaigns, productivity of your sales team, the marketing team, and the products also. So you can create reports by products as well, like how much revenue each product has given to you, how many deals are there for each product, how many leads are there created for each product. So there are several parameters on which we would like to check the how the company is performing. Okay, everything can be generated by a report in Kailas. Okay, and after one-dimensional report, let us talk about multi-dimensional report. So this is simply increment of a dimension. So what happens is, let's say leads by owner by pipeline stage. Okay, so sometimes what happens is, so you can understand, we can see this report leads by owner. Okay, how many leads are assigned to how many sales users. We can also see how many leads are in pipeline stage. But what we really want to increase our efficiencies, at a time we want to see how many leads are assigned to how many owners and on which pipeline stage every lead is standing right now. Okay, so here multiple dimensions are involved. So one dimensional, the dimension becomes owner, another dimension becomes, let's say, pipeline stage. Okay, in order to choose a pipeline stage, I need to choose a pipeline as well. Then if I click on generate preview, it gives me a data, and if I, let's say, increase the date range to current month to last month, it gives me a little more data. And if I save this report, Now it is giving me a representation of number of leads by owner by pipeline stage. So what it means is, if you go one by one, Mr. Nipun Vyas, who is one of the owner of this particular system, has total these many leads, 112 plus 12 plus 1 leads, that is 125 leads. And out of those 125, 12 leads are in the lost stage, 12 leads are in the unqualified stage, and 1 lead is in the won stage. Similarly, if we talk about Mr. Jayesh Wankhede, unqualified leads are 38, contacted leads are 18, lost leads are 11. 3 leads are in demo scheduled state, which is one of our pipeline stage, and 2 leads are there in one stage. Okay, so at a time I can see detailed data of leads by owner by pipeline stage, and redirection to the listing page is same. If I click on this particular number, it filters out all the leads which are assigned to Mr. Jayesh and which are in a particular pipeline stage, which is unqualified for that example. Okay, and if at all 2 dimensions are not enough for us, I can add another dimension. For example, product. If I generate preview, now it gives me even more amount of data in a way that how many leads are assigned to a user, out of them how many are in which pipeline stage for which particular product. So there are leads for which there is no product associated, that means it is showing as not available, right? But if I associate a product on those leads, it will show me the list of products as well. And if I change the order of dimension, that is also possible. I can change, let's say I want to keep product and services as a second dimension. And if I want to see that report, so now it gives me owner, product, and then the pipeline stage. Okay. Is it clear, the multi-dimensional reports? Right. So this is how basically we create reports, one dimensional and multi-dimensional, and how the reports are important to us and how much amount of information they are giving it in a nutshell. This is how basically the reports on Kailas works. Okay. Any questions?
Any question from anybody else?
Anything that you want to touch base me upon, like any kind of report that is in your mind that you would like to create? I'll tell you how to create in Kailas, whether it is possible at all. If not, then what can be done? Any type of report that you deal in your day-to-day life while working in your organization.
Can we see the billing value in the report?
Building values in the sense?
Because when we create the lead or a deal, there'll be a value for a particular lead or deal, right?
Yeah, right.
So the value of that, will it show up in the report?
Yeah, sure. So I showed you one report where there was a revenue report. Okay, so let's say, so revenue will always be grouped by with something. Okay, I mean there are 1,000 leads, they have 1,000 different values associated with them, but you need to group by with something. So let's say if you want to see the revenue by campaign, okay, so we are grouping them by campaign, and you can see, so this is actually the value of the deal. If I go to listing, it has how many leads? It has total 21 deals which has different values, sum of estimated value, and the total of all those 21 is shown to you in this report, which is nothing but 2,20,960.
Okay.
If you want to understand how much of revenue a sales user has earned for you, okay, so how we will create that report is, let's say deal revenue by owner. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll group it by owner, and the metrics I'll keep, oh sorry, that is a lead report, so I'll choose deals, I'll choose the dimension as owner, and I'll choose the metric as sum of actual value. Okay, so this gives me a data of, let's say, current year, for example, right? If I save this report, then now what information it is giving me, let's say this person called Anmol, okay, has earned this much amount of revenue for me, because this is the sum of all deals which are closed and assigned to Anmol, and this is the sum of the actual value of that deal. Okay, so the actual value of deal could be different than the estimated value. Okay, so this is the actual value. So the sum of this revenue, this amount is this much, and this is coming out of all the deals that Mr. Anmol has worked upon. Similarly, for this user, this is the amount. For the third user, this is the amount. So these numbers are dummy. The numbers can be different, but the idea is it's able to give me the revenue generated by each owner. So maybe if, let's say, I have an incentive scheme in my organization. Okay, after every month, I'll simply filter this report. I'll calculate the amount of incentive to be given to the sales users, and I'll credit that along with their salaries. Okay. Any other report that we are looking for?
So Abhishek, here's a question from Mr. Vikram. Okay, so it is not related to reports basically. So do you want to address that right now, or should like wait for them like once you complete this report part?
If it is not related to report, then let's take it after the webinar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a doubt. Shall I continue?
Sure, sure. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Can we calculate conversion ratios and cost per lead, cost per customer, kind of stuff?
By conversion ratios, we mean total number of leads created and how many were converted in deals, is it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So I think for that,
considering month.
Sorry.
Considering month, let's say 500 leads are assigned to an executive, and out of it, 5 are bought. So what is the conversion ratio? So conversion ratio is something like lead to deal, lead to contact, or lead to customer conversion.
Okay. So actually the direct report may not be created, but what we can do is we can see the this thing. Let's say if you want to see how many leads were converted in this month. Okay, so leads converted this month by, let's say, owner, suppose. So any lead, anyways, this is assigned to at least one of the owner. We can see the number of leads converted. Okay, so in current month, which is December 1st to December, that is actually today's date only, there is one lead which is converted. Okay, so I cannot show you how many leads were created versus converted, because you know that needs two metrics actually. One will be the number of leads based on created at, and one will be the converted. But you can see how many leads converted at least. And maybe in a different report, you can have a number of total leads created and assigned to each owner. And the combination of these two will be the conversion ratio for you.
I get it. So you need to connect both leads, customers, and deals. So I got it. I can understand. How about let's say I have a source called Facebook. I invested 20,000 rupees and I got 500 leads considered. So is there any report that can say that where I can see this is the cost per lead?
So you can see the revenue generated by each source, but how much cost you have spent on each campaign? Actually, there is no parameter that we are recording in our system right now. So you cannot see the amount spent on your campaign because we are not recording that. But how much amount a campaign has given to you is something we can fetch out for you. And you can have a separate number with you. Anyways, you know that how much amount of revenue, how much amount of money I have spent on each campaign. And by that you can see.
You're not taking the amount. That means the budgets you're not recording it, right?
So actually, budgets we are not recording. So how we currently record the campaign is nothing but just the name of the campaign and the source. Okay, so we do not have a campaign as a separate module. That is something that is part of our future roadmap. But as of now, campaign for us is just a field, okay, which has some values. So for example, source has these many values. Okay, similarly, campaign has these many values. Okay, so we can see by each of the campaign name how much amount of revenue has been generated. So I showed you one report where I showed you report by deals, which is grouped by campaigns. I think I created one report. Wait.
I see that. I see that.
Yeah, right. So that can give you the your money generated by revenue campaign. Cost per lead will be simply the number of leads generated by a campaign and divided by the value of that campaign. So leads created by campaign, that also we can give you. Okay, but the amount is the only thing that you have to do it separate. So let's say one report is leads by campaign. Okay, so this gives you total number of leads created by each campaign. You need to just divide this by the total value which you spent on this particular campaign. Let's say Kailash trial campaign. It will give you cost per lead. Okay.
Yep. Thanks, man.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, or shall we wrap up the session?
Abhishek, I have one last question.
Sure, Tony. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, I have a lead pipeline, and in the lead pipeline, I'm attaching another pipeline as well. Okay, a sub pipeline. I create a lead pipeline, and after that, during the lead process, it shifts to a design team. And then the design team again reassigns back to the sales team once the job is done. So in that case, will I be able to see the reports of the sub pipeline, the design team? Did you get my point?
There is, yeah, I got your point. The thing you wanted to say is that throughout a journey, a lead goes in different hands. They work in different teams, and they have their own process that they follow. And once every process is completed, they reassign back to that lead to a different team, which again starts working on a different process. Okay, but for that, first of all, we cannot create a sub pipeline in Keras. There is only one single pipeline for lead and one for deal. I mean, you can create multiple pipeline, but it is not under a pipeline. It's an entirely different pipeline itself.
Okay.
Okay, but what you can do is, let's say if throughout a journey your lead goes in multiple hands, you can create multiple stages. So let's say stage number 1, 2, 3, 4 is meant to be in the pre-sales team hand. Then after 4, 5, 6, 7, it is in the design team. 6, 7, 8, 9, it's in the sales team's hand. Okay, maybe you design your pipeline in such a way, and then in the reports, we can see a report lead by pipeline stage. I think that should be okay. So I'll change one of the dimension over here. So now you want to see lead by pipeline stage. Okay, so we will choose one of the pipeline and it will show you number of leads in each of the stage. And since you know which stages are for which team, okay, so in this case, let's say lost unqualified contacted belong to a different team. One demo schedule, this belongs to a different team. Then you have a consolidated data of each of the stage.